Today is May 28th, about 8:49, 8:50 p.m., live from New Braunfels, Texas. And I'm making this video because a couple of things have transpired. Since 1994, I've been a victim of implant and satellite weapons. They're attacking me and torturing me. And so now, 26 years later, since I've been implanted and tracked by the FBI and tortured constantly, daily, now that my case is presented to the United States Supreme Court, I am making this video because I fear for my life. I fear that the FBI might try to kill me to cover up a conspiracy that is plaguing the country. The real pandemic is satellite weapons, folks. We're being attacked by satellites. We're being attacked by electronic harassment, by the government, and by your neighbors and by subcontractors. They manipulate the game. It could be one time. It could be your neighbor attacking you, and then the FBI attacking you. So it interchanges between your neighbors and the FBI. Okay, just be precautions. I'm making this video because I'm healthy. I'm strong. I worked at the Gold's Gym today. I lift some weights at the Gold's Gym. I'm healthy. I'm strong. I don't have COVID-19, and I'm here to tell you this. Let's check this out real quick. So if you look at there, what does it say? It says 97.8, guy. You can't turn it backwards, but 97.8. 97.8. There you go. I don't have a fever, okay? I don't have COVID viruses, and I'm healthy as hell, Like I said, my pulse ox is about 98%, man. I'm healthy. My blood pressure the other day was about 117, over 70, 76. So that's pretty damn good, my breathing's good, 98%. I'm healthy, man. It's just that the federal government's trying to kill me to cover up a conspiracy, and that's the bottom line, folks. I mean, I can't explain to you that, they're trying to shut this case down. Okay, we know that we're being tortured. We know that we're being targeted. Okay, and the only way to get our foot in the door is to allow the Supreme Court to hear the case. And like I said, here's the evidence. Okay, there's the case number. The case number is 19-1289. Benavides versus the Attorney General William Barr. Okay, and right at the bottom it says, if you look down there, it says the answers due by the defendants or by the respondents on June 15, 2020. Okay, we need an answer. We're being tortured. We're being stalked by satellites and electronic harassment, and the VA is paying us to keep a crime quiet. It's not fair, folks. The FBI has a duty. The FBI stands for Federal Bureau of Investigations, meaning that you're the fucking federal police. You're supposed to go investigate these crimes, not ignore them or not aid and abet these crimes, which you're doing, And I stand by targetedjustice.com, www.targetedjustice.com. I stand by www.PAX International. I stand by www.icaact.org. I stand by Dr. Robert Duncan, an ex-CIA operative who blew the whistle on all this. He helped build these weapons. I stand by Karen Milton Stewart. I stand by Richard Lighthouse, a NASA employee. I stand by Dr. Batar, an Army veteran doctor. I stand by Dr. Cameron from New York City. They are attacking us with satellite weapons, folks. It doesn't take Dr. Fauci to investigate these crimes. We know Dr. Fauci is hiding a conspiracy against Americans. The facts are the facts, folks. They're attacking us with a fucking satellite, okay? That satellite has an array of weapons about the size of a fucking pin. It will scratch your fucking orifice. It will scratch your fucking skin to cause an infection. If it's attacking your lungs, if it's attacking your throat, it's going to scratch your throat while you sleep with your mouth open, causing an infection. And if you don't heal it rapidly, it will cause pneumonia. It will cause dark plugs. It's not COVID. The COVID part is the fucking satellite with the 60 gigahertz or megahertz attacking your capability of breathing, called hypoxia. Okay? It doesn't take Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci is not the only fucking doctor in this country. Okay? If you were to go to court today and they were to challenge Dr. Fauci with other expert witnesses, Dr. Fauci would lose. Okay? They are whistleblowers, folks. Besides Dr. Fauci. If you were to go to court and put Dr. Fauci on the stand, and if you were to go to court and put the whistleblowers on the stand, it would be a disaster. Whistleblowers who have made these weapons have come out to tell the truth about this. That as Americans, Chinese, black, African, Italian, brown, pink, purple, whoever you are, folks, we're being attacked by satellites. Okay? And there are doctors that are conspiring to fucking continue with this. And the FBI is aiding and abetting the crime. Instead of stopping the crime, they're aiding and abetting it. And so they're attacking us with these satellites, okay, folks? And they're causing an infection. And they're trying to give you a fucking an antiviral drug when it's just an antibacterial infection. You're not taking the right medication. How the fuck are you going to heal? Okay? I've worked with doctors in urgent care. I worked with some of the best doctors in urgent care. When you come in, when they triage you, they take notes. You've had a sore throat for one day? Okay. Here, give me this. Let me give you this fucking cup in here, and you spit in the cup. And we'll take a swab of that sterilized cup, and we'll send it to the fucking lab. Meanwhile, I'm going to give you an antibiotic for your sore throat. When the lab comes back in the stat format in 24 hours, I'll let you know what you have. If it ain't COVID, keep on taking your antibiotic, your Z-Pak, your penicillin, which is an old medicine. They used that back in World War II, I think. I think Z-Pak is the best fucking thing on the market right now. But don't take chloroquine. What the fuck is chloroquine? Chloroquine is only used if they have contained you for having COVID, and they can legally prove that you have COVID and detained you and give you chloroquine, then I can see that. But to take it to prevent it, that doctor should be fired. He should lose his license. Because chloroquine has a side effect. Okay? Remember, you're being attacked with a satellite. It's got energy waves. It's causing skin lacerations, which causes an infection, which needs an antibiotic to cure the skin infection, not an antiviral. So, folks, we have to be challenged, and we have to challenge everybody, okay? The people that are against this fucking COVID and want to keep everything closed, are the motherfuckers that are invested in the fucking terrorism. Which are your tech giants, because what do you have at your home? You have a fucking Wi-Fi connection. You're all coming home and joining in at the same time. So they got you. They're watching you. But if you go back to work, they can't track you. They can't torture you. They can't find you because you're scattered around the goddamn globe. But if you stay at home, you linked up to one Wi-Fi, they got you. Another thing, folks, some of you guys are not medically inclined or legal inclined. But I don't know about you, but if they start implanting you with tracking devices because of Bill Gates got a lot of money. And the World Health Organization's got a lot of money. And that's why we have courtrooms and judges and lawyers. And if they want to implant you with a tracking device, you don't give them consent. Bill Gates and the World Health Organization can get sued. Okay? Because, folks, you're asking them to implant you without your consent, which is a sort of form of wiretapping, which is sort of form of false imprisonment, and they want to track you. That's stalking, that's torture, it's treason, and they torture you, it's treason. They can't do that, folks. So, I mean, you have to be wise and smart, folks, and check yourself out. If they inject you with this goddamn thing, run and get an MRI or an X-ray. The X-ray will show what's in your fucking bloodstream or what's under your skin. Or what's in your teeth or what's in your tits or what's in your ass. It shows that X-rays show fucking objects that are placed inside of you. It'll find stitches. It'll find, crowns and fillings. It'll find anything, man. It'll find an HEB fucking sticker tag that was swallowed by a human. It finds anything, folks. What Bill Gates doesn't know is that he's a fucking idiot. You can't implant Americans and take control of them. We're not animals. Okay? It's okay if you track our dogs and watch them, but we're not fucking dogs. We're humans. Binded by a constitution. So, I mean, I have to make this because I'm alive and healthy, and the FBI is trying to kill me to cover up this Supreme Court case. They're trying to kill me to cover up this case. They don't want this to be going to court because it has concrete evidence that they're hiding. They want to continue to track and take your Fourth Amendment rights away and take your civil rights away so they continue to invade your privacy, eavesdrop and wiretap you, implant and track you, and torture you on among the treasons. Okay? Now, I wrote a book not too long ago, and this book's got a lot of facts in it. Okay? It's a 1994 hacked mine. There's my name at the bottom. Okay? There's the book. It's got all the evidence that a judge needs to look at, folks. Because I could not get fucking legal help by lawyers, by congressmen, by senators, by the FBI, by the VA, I wrote this book and I put every goddamn piece of evidence that I had, that I submitted to the FBI, that I submitted to Congress, that I submitted to the Department of Justice, that I submitted to the Senate, that I submitted to Dianne Feinstein and Richard Burr, all in one book, so the Supreme Court judges can read the fucking book and understand what Americans are going through. Bottom line, it's evidence, folks. It's got fucking evidence in it. Concrete evidence for you to read. Okay? I mean, we want judges, we want to know why congressmen and senators weren't allowed to investigate this crime back in fucking 2000. Was it because the FBI deprived them of the right to investigate the civil rights and stop a crime, which is a crime itself? Deprivation of civil rights is a crime. So if you stop a congressman or a senator from investigating a civil rights complaint, you're guilty of a crime, Mr. FBI. And I'm talking about you, Mr. FBI. Okay? So, folks, the evidence is there. I'm healthy and strong. I can't stress it anymore. We're hoping that the judges take this case sincerely, because not only am I being stalked, implanted, and tortured, there are other Americans. Okay? And like I said, expert witnesses. www.targetedjustice.com. www.pax International. Dr. Robert Duncan and Jesse Ventura, right on YouTube. Richard Lighthouse, NASA, former employee. Karen Milton Stewart, NSA operative. Look on Google, folks. Don't fake the fucking facts. The facts are there. The evidence is there, folks. This has been going on since 1994. And I've tried to sue these motherfuckers one time already, back in 2000. And what happened? The judge, Mr. Edward Prado, who is now, Edward Prado was within the U.S. District Court in Texas. He got promoted after my lawsuit was filed to the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. And in 2018, when they knew I was building a case, where did he go? They moved him to some fucking embassy to stand guard. What a conspiracy. And then his clerk, who was a clerk back in 2000 when I filed my lawsuit, is now in the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, who threw my case out of court. Folks, you don't deny a crime and say, okay, you're nuts. This is not happening to you. Go see the VA. Let them compensate you and give you 100% disability because you're not being tortured. You're not being tracked and implanted. What the fuck, folks? Let the goddamn thing speak for itself. If I'm broadcasting my thoughts to society and to the government and to the enemy, it's a fucking crime, folks. Bottom line. God bless. I hope the U.S. Supreme Court has an answer. I look forward to an answer. There's a lot at stake. Your Fourth Amendment rights are at stake. The civil rights is at stake. Treason, torture, and the Espionage Act is at stake. And if they ignore that, America will not be the same. I promise you. Thank you and God bless.